Welcome so much, Aisha Dafalla, to our talk show, DADA Talk. So many people know you as the renowned world donor, but I'm sure you hold many, many hats. So if you could just introduce yourself and tell us about who you are and what you do.
Okay, my name is Aisha Dafalla. I'm the Kenya Blood Ambassador. I was awarded it in February this year. And besides that, I have a heart of working with the elderly. I take care of the elderly, and also I do women empowerment and girls education
Okay.
at large.
Okay. All right. Everything has a genesis. Of course, it's been a long journey over 40 years that has brought us to have this conversation here today. Of course, the conversation is around the need to donate blood and, the dire situation that is in Kenya right now. So, where did this start? Because as you were talking earlier, the last time I donated blood was in high school, and this was because there were incentives, kulikuwa na soda na mkate later, and I wanted to leave school for a few minutes, so that's why I donated. Where did your journey start from?
Yes, I started my journey in 1981. I was in Form 3, and the blood donor services, they came to our school, and there was that bread and soda. So I donated, but unfortunately I didn't take even that bread because I lost conscious. And after waking up, my parents were there beside me, both parents, and I was taken to the hospital immediately. But there was nothing wrong, and they just said it's just the donating, and I donated. It was around 2:33. The sun was hot,
Yeah.
and we had that peer pressure: who is donating and who is taking the soda. So I was fine. When we were coming from the hospital going home, my mother asked me, we were in the car. My mother asked me, what do you feel you want to eat? So I told her, I want fish and chips. So they bought for me. So when we were going home, she told me, did you have to go donate to come and ask for fish and chips? And I was really scolded.
Yeah.
So I didn't donate again.
Okay.
But in 1981,
This was after you finished school.
yes, in 1986, 1986, by then I was working with the Kenya National Assurance Company. I have my friend, she's called Madam Leah. Right now she's working with the Kenya Wildlife Services in Nakuru. She came to my office and she told me that her brother had gotten an accident and he needs blood. So she came and asked me to go and donate for his brother. He was in Mata Hospital.
Yeah.
I remember she took me to the ICU, and I went and saw the brother, and I went for the tests, and I was good to donate. So ever since 1986 till to date, I've donated 67 times.
Imagine, and before we get to that, what was it about that experience that clearly touched your heart so much that has made you work extra to make sure that people who you don't even know get blood in Kenya?
As I told you earlier, I went to the ICU and saw the brother to Leah. And ever since that comes to my mind, I know somebody somewhere is in need of blood. So that's why I go donate.
So,
And just to mention to you, when I started donating, nobody knew. I was hiding. But when I reached eighth time, I was given a certificate by the National Blood Transfusion. And that evening, then I was living with my parents still. I showed that certificate to my father. And my father told me, you mean you started donating again? This is the eighth time. He said, okay, you have all my blessing. If that's what you've decided, you have my blessing.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, and of course, you've told me the statistics. In Kenya right now, we only have 169,000 pints,
164.
164, and a million.
We need a
We
million
need a
to do
million.
safe, yes.
Yeah. So what do you want people to know about this situation, and how can people come in to help?
Yes, as you've asked me about the situation of blood, it's people don't know
Yeah.
who can donate and how you can donate and
Yeah.
the importance of donating.
Yeah, because I've had your story and I'm like, when was the last time I donated? And is it even necessary to donate that many times?
And you see, sometimes, like now, since people they are not donating, we are having relative donors. Relative donor is when you have a relative in the hospital and you look for people
Yeah.
to come and donate for him or her. And you see, when you are doing that, the patient is already in need of blood.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we lose blood and we lose lives
Yeah.
because it, it is the patient is in need, really in need of blood
Yeah.
at that time,
Yeah.
and he gets blood when time is
Done.
up.
Yeah. And like we were discussing earlier, you never really know the need unless it happens to you,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Which makes your work very, very important, because when now it happens to me, I wish I would
You
have thought about it earlier. So if I'm a woman and I'd like to donate, what is it what do I need to know before I start the process or
okay?
go ahead?
For a woman, when if you want to donate, you should not be pregnant. You should not you should not need breastfeeding or in your menses. And also, we have these terminal diseases. Sometimes when you are in high blood pressure or diabetic,
Yeah.
you cannot donate. And also, when you are supposed to donate, there is a questionnaire you're
Yeah.
supposed to fill.
Yeah.
So some they are disqualified there because when you don't meet the questions, you just don't donate.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also when you are supposed to donate, they have to check your HB, how much blood you have in your blood,
Yes.
and you should have like 12 plus to donate.
Okay. And
Yes.
for a woman, what is the age limit for donating? Either in when you're young or when you're old. What is the age
Now,
limit?
as I told you, I started donating at when I was 17, and I want to stop when I'm 60, and I want to do 70. So now I've done 67. So I have only three. I want to spread.
Yeah.
And according to me, everybody has a time frame.
Yes.
That's my time frame. I
Yes.
want to stop at 60. But you can donate till 65.
Ah, okay.
Male or female, you can donate from 16 to 65
Okay. And
age.
for men, what is it? Because there's a difference there. Why is it that men can donate 4 times a year and the women can donate 3 times a year?
I don't know. I
Okay.
found it like that.
Uh-huh.
And yes, me, I don't. I normally donate 3 times in a year.
Okay.
But male, they can donate after every 3 months.
Okay.
Me, I donate after every 4 months. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. And
And
with the women, we have this. We have our menses.
yeah.
So sometimes the blood, the flow is too high.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
you cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot be the same as men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And of course, you've mentioned when you're on your periods, you're not supposed
Yes, and you see when
donate.
you see, though I'm older, we have our male, our highest female,
Yeah.
highest male. He has donated so far 96 times,
Okay. Okay.
and
Nice.
in fact I'm older than him. But you see, we cannot be the same because me, I've been pregnant, breastfeeding,
Yes.
so I could not.
Of
And
course.
you see now, these we are not competing. It
Yeah.
is what
Yeah.
are you capable of
Yeah,
doing?
yeah. And of course, both of you are setting an example to, both genders that, this is something that needs to be done and you can do it as many times as possible. And while we were having our conversation earlier, you mentioned that a human being loses blood anyway, right?
After
Yeah.
120 days.
So just talk to me about that and tell us why you should not put it to waste and instead you can just go ahead and donate.
So, through my experience, I was due to donate in January this year, but I could not donate because I was told to hold.
Yes.
So I donated after a whole month. So when I wanted to donate in January, my blood level was 15.8.
Okay.
But in February, when I wanted to donate again, when I was being tested, it was 14.8. So you can imagine a whole pint went.
Yes.
So in every 120 days, you lose blood. It goes to waste.
Yeah.
That is
For both male and female,
yes.
yeah.
So I feel you'd rather donate rather than wasting the blood.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And in 2018, I was invited in Arusha, and there's an abstract I did
Yeah.
on essential of blood donating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have this traditional way of removing bad blood in your body.
Please
It's called,
enlighten me. How
yes,
does how?
it's called cupping.
Mm-hmm.
They it's like here,
Mm-hmm.
they cut with the razor like this, then they
Mm-hmm.
put a glass and or traditional they put like a horn also,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
then they remove the bad blood. So
Okay.
I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
instead of removing that the so-called bad blood,
Mm-hmm.
you'd rather donate.
Yeah.
And you see, when you donate,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you are refreshing your system.
Yeah, which was bringing me to my next question. Apparently, if you donate your blood, it is very, very healthy and has its own benefits. So, if you could just share some of the
Yes,
benefits.
yeah, to donate, when you donate blood, it refreshes your body. There are low chances of getting cancer, stroke, yeah, and many more.
Okay.
And also your age. Like now, I'll be turning 58 in December.
Imagine, and you look 35, you know. You look
Yes,
very, very young and healthy and very
yes,
vibrant. So you can attest that this is
yes,
one of the reasons.
yes.
Oh, okay, okay, sawa sawa. Now, interestingly, blood donation has taken her to international heights, and she has been recognized by World Health Organization, Red Cross, and even our very own government by Mutahi Kagwe earlier this year. How did that make you feel as an individual, and what was your family's reaction?
In fact, I was overwhelmed. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
And when the director of Kenya National Blood Transfusion, she's right now, she's Dr. Nduku. When I wanted to donate my 67th time, I don't want to see Machakos vehicle ambulance, Kiambu, Nakuru ambulance in Nairobi to come and look or to come and collect blood. Blood comes from human beings, and we have human beings in all over,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So I want to see Machakos having its own people donating, Kajiado, Kiambu. So this time round, I wanted to go and do in Kajiado, because to show Kajiado people that a woman, you are able to donate.
Yeah.
But our able, the director, Dr. Nduku, she told me, no, you just donate here first
Okay.
in Nairobi.
Okay.
And that's when I was awarded this the Kenya Blood Ambassador.
Yes.
So when I was awarded, I could not believe it. In fact, I wept because I said, I didn't know I'm doing a noble thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were just doing your little effort as a
And
Kenyan, you know.
also, I was doing, in my faith. I believe you are told when you are giving in this hand should not know. So I felt giving blood was the best for me to do.
Yeah.
And I was doing it as my personal thing.
Without even telling
Without,
anyone.
in fact, when I go to donate, I make sure I don't have the plaster in my hand, so nobody to know.
Yeah.
But the world knew.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because by far you are the leading woman in Kenya
yes.
and possibly even in Africa to be, the woman who talked to me about that. How does it make you feel to know that ni wewe too, like you have started something and you have how do I say made a new pathway, because no other woman can beat your record as it stands, right?
Yes, as I told you, we are not competing, but I want to see my fellow women also donating. And we are the most able
Yeah.
because we are strong. We are very strong. And
You also mentioned that we are the caregivers,
yeah,
and so we
yes,
know
we are the caregivers. We see our children, our parents
our
dying, our
husbands. Yes,
husbands, our
yeah,
brothers. So we need to start donating.
yeah.
Yes.
We do, and like I mentioned, as we were starting, 164,000 150,000 in our bank, and yet we need 1 million. So we have a long, long way to go.
Even it's not in the bank, because
Mm-hmm.
once the blood is coming from the somebody is donating, within the screening period is when it's in the bank. But after the screening period, there's a
There's
patient
someone
waiting.
somewhere. Okay, okay. So please feel inspired to go out and donate blood. It's needed. Someone somewhere needs this. So you mentioned that you do work aside from this. You take care of the elderly. Please talk to us about that briefly, and also talk to us about your CBO and what vision you have for it.
Yes, when I was growing, my father used to take care of elderly people. So I used to see elder people in our home. So not me alone, even with my own siblings, with everybody is doing his or her own things in her own way. So I normally take care of the elderly persons.
Yeah.
I visit them in the house, try and clean and see what I can do. So I have my dream to have elderly persons like a
Home,
home,
like a caregiving home.
caregiving home.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And also with the CBO, I need to sensitize people and tell people the importance of donating. Uh, because I felt that it's not ignorance, it's just a lack of awareness. People don't
Yes,
know
yes,
what to do.
yes.
Yes.
And I must confess, I'm one of those people. I was like 65 times. What is the point of donating blood this many times? So, another thing, what are some of the challenges that you're facing in your work, maybe due to COVID? And you also mentioned that you weren't able to attend a prestigious award ceremony because of COVID. So, what are the challenges, and what can the government do to help?
Now something, as I told you, we have people don't know. When this Westgate happened,
Yes.
there's a lady friend called Fatma. She called me. She told me, Dafalla, go and donate. She didn't know whether I'm due or what. You see, that is lack of awareness, you see.
Yes, yes.
Because and people don't need to know that I anytime you can just go donate. You have a certain period.
Yes.
There's a time you cannot donate.
Yes.
But sometimes I feel so bad when I feel that somebody is in need of blood and I cannot donate.
Yes.
And sometimes it's sad because people feel that you are gaining a lot of money when you are donating.
Wakenya ni wale
Okay.
wale. Umepewa
So,
pesa ngapi?
so in fact, I was another friend of mine. They told me if if you are given money by the government, did they hear you being told to sambaza? It
Yeah.
is yours.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
So people should go and donate, and maybe they ask me how much money are you given. I've never been given even a single cent. Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
nothing at all.
Okay.
So it's just people think that you have a lot of money, you are given money. Yes,
Yeah.
and that is lack of people. The lack of information.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And so, in case of any collaborations or partnerships or donations in kind, it could be blood or it could
Yes.
be financial assistance, where can people find you?
Yes, I have a CBO, Blood Donor Champion Network. I have to form that, and I need partners to work with, and also I'm working together with the Damusasa. Damusasa has come up with an app. That app you can download. You see, due to this COVID, sometimes it's hard for people to come to the gathering.
Yeah.
So you can download and you can get an appointment, and they'll guide you where is the nearest center you can go and donate.
Yeah.
And also, okay, we are working also with the Ministry of Health, because the Ministry of Health are the ones who do the collecting and testing.
Of course.
And also, I have a lady called Queen Mother. She has her own foundation where we also she also do some share information through on me
Yeah.
through his her own media,
Yeah.
and also the Musasa they have that, and we have also Life Bank. There's an organization. They have an app also.
Yeah.
So they have also the Musasa. They also help on mobilization when somebody is on blood appeal. They assist on one to get blood.
Yeah.
So it's good to register yourself with the Musasa. Yes,
Okay.
it's an app. You can download it from the.
So is it like Red Cross? Once you give, you can be assured that when you need, you'll get, or
But let me tell you, Red Cross they partner with Kenya National Blood Transfusion. Kenya Blood Transfusion is the one who they collect blood and they test the blood.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
So Red Cross they support in a
all right,
way,
all right.
but blood is being sold at the Kenya National Blood Transfusion.
Okay.
Is where the bank is.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
And hopefully one day we'll get to the level of Rwanda where blood is
Yes.
waiting for people and
Yes.
not the other way around,
Yes.
where we have fatalities because we lack, sufficient blood pints in our blood banks. Now, as we finish, I just want to say I'm very grateful and privileged to have met you. And unfortunately, that is all we had for you today. Make
There's
sure.
something I want to share.
Oh, okay. And just before we finish, just
Yeah, I'd like to add my fellow Kenyans. We don't need to wait for Westgate, for Dusit, for uh, any tragedy to happen to go and donate. People go in mass to donate, but you see, somebody is somewhere critical waiting for that blood. So you should have that habit to go and be a regular donor to have blood in our shelves. As you see, when we go and donate, we go in large numbers to donate, but somebody is critical waiting for that blood. And you see, when you are being donated, the blood has to go for tests and a lot of screening. So within that time, we can lose life because somebody is critical. And to my fellow women, tears can never help a dying patient, but blood will. So please, let's come together and donate.
all right.
Those okay?
All right. Well, there you have it. That's all we had for you today. Unfortunately, thank you so much, Aisha, for making time for us. Please be sure to check us out on all our social media platforms. Our handle is at DADA Digital News Across. Download our apps in the app stores and also check out our site at dadadigital.co.ke. Till next time, please keep safe, sanitize, and social distance. Ciao.